All right, so after the law enforcement room, once again, my father being a law enforcement officer wanted to honor blacks in law enforcement. We have our Buffalo Soldier corner dedicated to those who served out in the West and in the Civil War. And we have a bit here about Timbuktu. Not like named after the similar Timbuktu as the one in the Empire of Mali, but this is in West Hampton, New Jersey now. I didn't realize we had Black history so close and so right around the corner. A stop on the Underground Railroad. Something about the Union Army. So this is our bit with the Buffalo Soldiers. Including a bit about one of their leaders, Henry O. Flipper, who was the first African American to graduate from West Point. We'll get to more of this in a little bit, but this is our military corner. Alas, this is our baby doll room. Our director, Anita Jackson, is an extensive collector of dolls. As you can see outside, those were the dolls that she handmade. But now we have some wonderful dolls featured here in the baby doll room. Lovely porcelain Victorian looking dolls. If we can get it without some of the light shine, but I can't. My Buddy, Kid Sister, and so many others. So many beautiful baby dolls. An American Girl, Addie. And these are some more of our antique dolls, some of which were found in flea markets, some of which my mother has owned for a long time, some of which were actually just found in the garbage. Cupid dolls. That's a very old doll. These little, especially dark dolls right here. And my personal favorite, rag dolls. I've always been a fan of Raggedy Ann and Andy. Anyone that's a doll lover knows about Cabbage Patch Kids. So this is our lovely doll room. Then you come around this corner. This is our jazz corner. We have articles and things featured with different jazz musicians in the Harlem Renaissance. Dizzy Gillespie, the Cotton Club, so many other awesome individuals. Josephine Baker. Duke Ellington, Nat King Cole. So many awesome others. Louis Armstrong. Ethel Waters. Eartha Kitt. Lena Horne, and so many others. Let's see if we can. James Brown and Ray Charles. High Brown Babies Ball. Our jazz corner. And here we start our tour of, well, let me feature this, a bit about our cowboys out west. A lot of people don't know that many cowboys were actually African American and people of color in general. And here we have Bill Pickett, who actually was a rodeo pioneer. But yes, our military corner. My father was a member of the Navy. He enlisted in the Navy during the Vietnam era. So here we have a bit with the Navy. And another figure that I didn't learn about until much later. Here we have Doris Miller, Dory Miller. He was actually a hero during the day of Pearl Harbor, when the Pearl Harbor attack occurred. here we have some of my father's airplane collection. Yes. Oh, we're not quite there yet, but some civil rights leaders. Military corner. Airplane collection, and then figurines and figures of the different branches. Aviator Barbie. A Marine in his dress uniform. A Colin Powell G.I. Joe. General Colin Powell. A World War I Doughboy G.I. Joe, African American. Tomb of the Unknown Soldier G.I. Joe, Honor Guard. And a Vietnam nurse. More of the model planes. And here we have our naval shelf. Once again, my father was our director, Joseph Edward Jackson, and he was enlisted in the United States Navy during the Vietnam era. See, here we have a bit with Vietnam and the Navy, including a dress uniform here. A figure from the Pearl Harbor attack. A naval admiral, although he also has the dog tags on, I don't know. And featured in the back here is a picture of our director, Joseph Jackson, in the U.S. Navy, on the USS Cook in Vietnam from 1968 to 1972. And there he is in his nice little sailor uniform with some type of boa constrictor or snake around his neck. Very adventurous. So there you go. And then you come into our athletic room. At one point, we had two rooms for athletes. One featured for basketball, another for, because my mother's such a basketball fan, another for everyone else. My father was a fan of boxing and Muhammad Ali as well. Allen Iverson doll, a WNBA Barbie, a Dennis Rodman doll, Tim Duncan of the San Antonio Spurs, and a Sixers Barbie. Some more figures from basketball. We decided to merge the rooms because eventually we realized we didn't have enough space for STEM. Here we have Jackie Robinson, Jimmy Rollins, some baseball legends. We have a bit here about the Negro League. Florence Joyner, and many of the other great Olympians, as well as football players. Venus and Serena Williams, Olympic gymnast Barbie, Team USA 1992, the Dream Team, Olympic Barbies from Sydney and Salt Lake City. Some cool basketball figures in the back. A Gabby Douglas Barbie, soccer Barbie, and Florence Joyner Barbie, running track and field. A Wheaties box featuring Althea Gibson. Other awesome players. Poster with Simone Biles, Allison Felix, other great athletes, Gabby Douglas. bit more about the MBA. Boxing grades as well. Because my mother absolutely adored the MBA. So this is our athlete room.